you know what they say about a woman with glasses.
I was waiting for some like crazy thing about what it was
I
they
thought so
said.
too. And then it was just like, men don't like it. I was like, okay.
You know what they say? Yucky.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Red Hair
Harry
Dog
Dog
Sally.
Sally.
I'm Tess Menzies.
Natasha Biddick.
Coming at you live from Riverside.
Where the river you
uh,
at?
this is a podcast where we
Mhm.
watch a rom-com, we talk about the main relationship in the rom-com, and we decide how long we think the couple's going to stay together. Or three
We're
couples are
three
going to stay
couples.
together
And if
after the credits
how
roll.
happens to them? Yep.
What happens to them?
What happens to them? How?
And
And
today we watched
How
How to
to
Marry
Marry
a
a Millionaire.
Millionaire.
1953 film?
How do you do
How do
it?
you do
Let
it?
us tell you.
Yeah.
Our log line for this movie is three women set out to find eligible millionaires to marry, but find true love in the process.
Wow. Bold.
Mm-hmm. Huge if true.
Yeah. Is this our like most number of couples?
Uh, we kind of had this many with the importance of being
That's true.
earnest.
That's true.
Yeah. And I kind of want to do a similar, like, let's do them all together, but we'll do them separately.
Yeah.
Maybe I have different opinions. I don't know. It's 1953.
I can't wait to find out at the end of the podcast, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So our couples
it
are,
is 1953.
yeah.
Did we see this
Uh,
movie before? No, we never saw this movie before.
no, I honestly thought this movie had some pretty funny parts.
It had some very funny parts, yes.
And it was like pretty fast paced. Or
Yeah,
it's not what I would expect
yeah,
for I don't know, so I expect older movies to be slower.
yeah. We moved through some parts very quickly, and there are some good jokes that I was like, oh, maybe they'll make this joke. And they did. I'm like, oh, okay, good job. Okay,
Okay,
1950s.
all right, jokes.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I forget. I'm like, yeah, we've been making jokes
We've been making jokes
throughout
for a while.
history.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did it.
it's very true. This is kind of a crazy take.
Hmm.
I think Marilyn's more beautiful in black and white.
Oh, that might be a crazy take. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Is
found her.
it because you hate women with glasses? Is
No,
that
because I
why? It's
hate
because you
blue
said
eyes. It's
it's
because I'm
good.
fucking weird about blue eyes.
Yeah. It's the Jewish side of you.
It really,
It's an
really is.
innate side. It's like
I'm like,
built into your.
hey, what are
You're
you
like,
doing?
mm-mm. You did
Stop.
something
You stop
weird to
it.
my people. Getting the sense there was some weirdness between
Yeah.
yours and my people.
I'm like, No, I actually thought she looked way better with the glasses than without.
Oh yeah, the glasses were great.
Yeah.
Our couples. I'm just gonna read them off, and then we can talk about them, and then talk about the movie. We got Schatze. Our three main women are Schatze, Pola, and Loco.
Yeah.
And Schatze ends up with Tom, so it's Lauren Bacall, and then Cameron Mitchell is Tom.
Uh-huh.
Pola is Marilyn Monroe. She ends up with Freddie, David Wayne. And
Uh-huh.
Loco is Betty Garble, and she ends up with Eben, who is Rory Calhoun.
Yes. Who does Pola end up with? Oh, kind of
Mhm.
sort of like,
Freddie.
yeah, he's like a fugitive kind of.
I was so confused by the crime he committed. It gets explained a handful of times, and every time I was like, I'm still not sure what's going on here.
Can't tell if it's a crime, if she didn't know if it was a crime, if it's a fake
It
crime.
feels like he maybe did some like white collar, like tax fraud
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
Something about a check. Like
Yeah.
he owns the apartment that they're staying at. He is Mr.
That's the
Denmark. Yeah, he's Mr. Denmark.
I was kind of like, why do we know him? Do we know him? So he's the one who's been breaking in several times?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
so funny. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
and then they end up next to each other on a plane, and they both wear glasses, and what else could you need in life?
I know. It's so funny. I almost wore glasses for our pod just for the bit.
That would have been funny. I could have tossed some on
Yeah.
Fakos.
I don't know where mine are, so that's always good. Uh,
This is why you couldn't tell that
yes.
you're exactly
I
like
was like,
her. You
oh,
and Marilyn are exactly the same.
we're the same. We're the same. It's true. Exactly the same. God, oh my God, why do you keep going away? This isn't you. This is me. Sorry, it's my computer keeps falling asleep because I'm not touching it enough.
Oh, you gotta keep touching it.
um, okay, we want to do them separate.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure, why not?
We
Should
can do
we
them all
do
together.
let's I can't decide.
What's the deal with
I
divorce in 1950?
Yeah,
Because we
I'm
left the
gonna.
town,
Well,
no
they
one's
do talk about one of the
divorced.
couples. She's divorced. Shotzi is divorced, and so is her rich dude that she's talking to for a bit.
He's not divorced, he's widowed.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. But she actually got divorced? How come?
Well, she says that at some point. She was married to a gas jockey,
Oh yeah, she loves those gas
and
jockeys.
yeah, in 1953, divorce was governed strictly by the fault-based system. They could not simply agree to separate. One spouse had to prove in court that the other committed an offense.
Huh.
So there needed to either be adultery, desertion, or abandonment, extreme cruelty, imprisonment, or habitual intoxication or drug
Okay.
addiction.
So it's like it better be really fucked up and you better be able to prove it.
Yeah, you better be able to prove.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Let's just go couple by couple. Should we start with Shotzi and Tom?
Yeah, Schatze. What a name, huh?
I know.
Okay, Schatze and Tom. And Tom's the real millionaire in the end, right?
Yes, we find out a 200 millionaire, but the whole time she thinks he's just another gas
Gas
jockey.
jockey.
And she can tell because she's got a thing for gas jockeys and
Why
she's
did
got to stop.
we stop calling them gas jockeys?
I don't know. I love it. Well, I guess we don't really have them anymore, do we? It's
Well,
a person who pumps your gas,
I
right?
thought it's certain states still have it. Like,
Oh, yeah, maybe
um,
New Jersey and Oregon.
yeah, Oregon, yeah. But I don't think they call
Are
them
they called gas
gas
jockeys?
jockeys. No.
Also, like, what's the point of that? You can't pump your own gas?
I think
I
it's
don't
like
understand.
I think it's a job thing.
So that somebody has a job? Yeah, that's really kind, honestly, to not take
Yeah.
away jobs from people. It's not typically what we do.
So, gas jockeys or filling stage attendants are mostly extinct. That's such a funny term to use for this. Mostly extinct in the
Just
US.
like
Just
dinosaurs.
like dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs
They
turned
turn
into
to the
oil,
oil.
and now
Crazy.
it's just
Now,
like a
very
cycle of extinction.
wow.
Oh
It's
my
sad. It's
God.
beautiful. It's sad. They still exist in New Jersey and parts of Oregon. And self-service is a norm to cut labor costs, but some traditional stations still have gas jockeys. Yeah, it's illegal to pump your own gas in New Jersey. Illegal.
You better not fucking do it.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Why they disappeared? Because of the oil crisis in 73, so they couldn't afford to have them anymore. And I assume they kept them because of jobs.
Yeah, I mean, it seems nice to give people jobs.
I know, but it's so like unlike us, which is why I'm wondering if I'm making up what the reason is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's find out. Why is it illegal to pump?
Laws prohibiting that. Supposedly fire safety is part of it. Gasoline's really flammable. That's stupid. Jobs,
Yeah.
and equal access for like folks with disabilities. But I think it's probably mostly jobs because there's no way the rest of the states were like, we're comfortable with fire.
We
Like,
think people probably won't start fires.
yeah, we trust people all of a sudden.
Yeah, they probably won't do something too crazy with the gasoline.
Yeah.
We
Gas
might.
jockeys, that's her thing.
Yeah.
Gas jockey is like the
Tom.
1953 version of a DJ. Do you think that's like equivalent
Oh,
vibe?
probably. It's like super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, that's a douchey guy,
Yeah.
but like, oh my God, the way he pumps
When
that
he pumps that
gas,
gas.
I
Mm.
can't. I think it's kind of like, yeah, it's sort of like a lower class job that's like kind of hot, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a
You think like
DJ.
It's DJ? I also think like mechanic probably is near there, except your pumping
Mm.
gas is really zero. Sorry, zero skill. Sorry,
Natasha.
sorry, sorry. It's just
Listen,
like if I
not
can
just
do it, I don't
anybody,
think it's skills.
not just anyone can pump gas, Natasha. You know how hard it is to not start a fire?
I'm a piece of shit.
Oh, what? Like you do it all the time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do, but I probably do
Okay.
so poorly.
Women in STEM.
In a traditionally male field.
Women in gas jockey.
I love being women in gas jockey.
Yeah.
Um,
So Schatze and Tom, who's not a gas
Now, sorry,
jockey.
who's a millionaire? Okay, we're doing our 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, let's do it.
Three, two. Wait,
Three,
question,
two.
question, question. Did they
Mhm.
all get married at the end or no?
Yeah.
We saw each of the marriages?
We didn't see any of the marriages, but at the end, the guys are like, to our
Oh
wives.
yeah, and maybe there's something about rings I don't remember. Okay, cool.
Well, the other two, when they show up to Shotzi's
Oh,
wedding
they're both
to
already.
JD, they're both already married.
Yes,
And
yes.
then I imagine that when her wedding with JD fell through, she was like, all right,
Let's do it.
come on,
Load them up.
Tom,
Come
let's
on.
get married.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, I'm ready for Tom and Shotzi.
All right.
Three,
Three,
two,
two,
one,
one,
forever.
forever. Yay. I think they clearly like each other. He looks like a gas jockey, but
Yeah,
is a millionaire, you know?
yeah.
What
This
else could
is
you want?
literally her dream.
It's literally her dream. I loved her as a character.
She
She was
was
great.
so fun. She was so
Yeah.
enjoyable. It was interesting because her vibe was kind of like she was like the older woman in charge, but then we find out she's
hmm
like 25.
I know. I was confused on the aging thing. I was like, does he not know how old she is? Like, but she probably is
I think
20.
it's
I
like,
don't know how old the Lauren Bacall was when it came out.
I think it's a little bit that thing where back in time the ages feel different from now too.
Yeah. She
Because
was 29 when she filmed it, I think.
yeah, and so I think she is supposed to be either 25 or 29, but like there's a joke about 45. And
Yeah, she tries to say that.
I was like, I could believe her as 45, yeah. And then they go 25,
hmm
and I go, time
We
is
were all
different.
smoking cigarettes indoors.
It's so true. It's so true. Yeah, I was different.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the only thing? You think that's the only big difference that
Cigarettes, and sunscreen. And no one drank water.
oh, so it's very like European, huh?
Yeah.
All right, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I thought she was, why did you like her so much?
I just liked her whole vibe. I
Yeah.
like a bitchy kind of sassy woman who knows what she wants.
Yeah, I agree.
I love she was kind of mean in a way that I was like, good for you, be mean.
She was mean. I think she was like the most fun, the least
hmm
stupid.
Oh, the other two were just dumbasses,
Oh,
which
dumb.
is also kind of fun.
It's
I don't
fun,
know.
but you gotta have one keeping it together, and I
Yes, and she
really
was the
liked her.
one who was, running the scheme, trying to get them married to
I don't know where these
millionaires.
two girls would be without her. Like, I really
Oh
worry for
no. I mean, they would be where they end up, which is married to poor men.
them. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that one.
Our next one, Paula and Freddie,
Okay.
Mr. Denmark, who is a criminal but unclear crimes.
Unclear crimes.
I guess I could attempt to find out what crime it was.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what was going on there.
What crime did he commit?
He's avoiding the IRS by living in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, he did, and well, he was the landlord. Temporarily fled to find a crooked accountant who had embezzled his money.
uh-huh.
So he had not actually embezzled money. His accountant did behind his back, and that got him in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so maybe he's not a bad guy.
And he also seems to have money.
Yeah,
So really the only person who ended up with a poor guy is Loco.
Loco.
And Loco would.
She would. I mean, really, like,
Her name is Loco. And the whole time I just really wanted the I just kept thinking of, the Twilight. I've never seen New Moon, the movie, but there's that quote from it of Jacob coming out and being like, Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? That was just what I thought of the entire every time they were talking about Loco. I was like, Bella, where the hell you been, Loca?
I forgot about that. That's so funny. Yeah, that's funny. They didn't even give her Loca. They gave her Loco.
No, she's just Loco.
She's just a crazy girl.
Okay. But Paula, I don't know. Her name's spelled
It's called
Pola.
Pola. Yeah.
And Freddie.
Yeah. All
You
right.
ready?
Yeah.
Three, two,
Three, two,
one,
one.
forever.
Forever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe he would. He seems like charmed by her, and they both wear glasses.
Yeah, I think it's kind of. I think she's gonna like him for a while because it's like, ooh, she found out that she can look pretty with glasses. Crazy.
Yeah, unheard of.
And she's Marilyn Monroe, so
Yes.
it'll be sticking around.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't really know. I guess he theoretically leave, but like,
I don't see it.
they're probably not going to get divorced.
No,
Any of these couples, I'm like, they're probably not going to get divorced. If anything, they're just going to cheat on each other.
for sure. And these guys, none of them give strong, like, I'm gonna be obviously so bad that it's possible for her to divorce me vibes. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, especially in the 50s.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think the cheating thing, because the millionaire that Loca almost dates in the beginning, he's cheating on his lady.
On
Like,
his
right.
wife, he hates women so much.
Hates them so much. It's crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
And then our last one, we got Loco and Eben.
Oh, this one's gonna be a crazy plot twist. Ready?
Our man who watches trees.
He
for a
watches
living.
trees.
I
All
love
right.
it.
Let's
All
go.
right. 3, 2, 1.
Forever. We love love.
We love love so much.
We love it. We love it. We love lack of choice.
Yeah, we love when you. I feel like they would be the one that I think would be the most likely to get divorced if anyone was going to.
Okay, let's say they get divorced. Who does it and why?
Well, I guess it would have to be him, but maybe she could do it. I just think that she's gonna like. Doesn't she want a rich man? She's stupid, but she's the only one who isn't with a rich man.
I think she's okay. So what I don't understand, one thing, is in the beginning, our main girl Schatze, she's like, the thing is, we only need to get one. And I don't know if the implication is that just having one will make all of them. Like, do they all live together somewhere in the end? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what to make of that.
Yeah.
But maybe she meant that in the sense that, like, because I don't know how the apartment was paid for, but maybe she was like, if one of us gets a guy, then the apartment will get paid for. I didn't know exactly what the math was there.
That could be it.
Because, yeah, I don't know. But also, Loca's so dumb.
Loco's stupid.
Like, I don't know if she'll ever. I think she might register, like, every week or so. Oh, yeah, supposed to marry a rich guy, and then forget.
Yeah, it's so true. And also when Schatze first tells her the whole scheme, she's like, if you had to choose between a poor man or a rich man, what would you pick? And Loco's like,
Yeah.
I guess I would pick rich.
Rich, yeah. I thought about it like that. She's like, with everything being the same, she's like,
I guess.
think,
Pick rich.
yeah.
So yeah, she's not going to think about it too much.
No.
All right. Everyone's going to be together forever. We love love.
We
and
love
this
love.
movie begins with a symphony.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I Googled why. Because I was like, what is happening? At any second now, we're gonna get credits maybe happening,
No
like early
credits.
credits. At some point, we're gonna see
Someone's
that the
gonna be
dudes
relevant
are in the
somehow.
symphony, or that
No,
the women are watching the symphony.
no,
No, just a full symphony. Okay, the reason that
please.
they did it
Yeah.
was because they were wowing audiences with widescreen visuals. It was the
Oh.
first, it was the state of the art 4-track magnetic stereophonic sound.
Oh.
So I think that they were using new technology and they wanted to be like, hey,
Check out our audio. Check out our.
check out what we did. It's widescreen
Interesting.
and the sound is really good. And like, you probably wouldn't like, this movie is not a musical. There's not like music
No.
happening very often in
No.
it. So maybe they really wanted audiences to like register, like, oh wow,
There's
the
some things
sound is
different.
really different.
Yeah, I could see that. That makes a lot of sense. What a weird way to put it in just for a little bit at the top, a little bit at the end.
I feel like going to the movies had to have just been so different in the 50s that
Yeah.
this was like, oh yeah, so symphony off the top.
Yeah. I do feel like there was some like shots that were wide. Like when they were on the roof, they were doing like
Hmm.
some kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
I felt like, okay, that's really funny. I also felt like back then too, like there's not a whole lot of different forms of entertainment. Music in
Hmm.
general and live music must have been so much bigger and such a more like an even more normalized part of however people get entertainment, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't so crazy to them to like have
You
this
didn't have
microwave
stuff on your
entertainment
phone,
to
you
be,
know?
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't know about
No, I
ASMR
think
yet, you know?
it felt so random though, and
It
I
felt
was just
very
like,
bizarro.
wow, this is still happening. And I was like, I
This is
texted you
on.
because I was like, what's happening?
I couldn't believe it. I thought it was really so crazy.
Yeah, it was really long.
Yeah.
But then we're in New York, New
New
York.
York,
It's
New
New
York.
York. We got New York. We're seeing New
Wow.
York around
Wow.
here. Oh
It's
my God,
New
New York, New
York.
York. It's New York. It's New York.
Yeah.
We see Schatze. She is going into the apartment of Mr. Denmark, who Pola eventually ends up with. She's got this gross, like, mink scarf, like, with like three just dead animals sewed together. It's fucking revolting. I don't understand why this is like a status symbol. I don't understand the fur thing. I'm like,
With you.
I know that it like is expensive, so I guess that's why it's a status symbol, but I'm like, it's weird, like it's gross. Why do you have
Jesse.
three dead rodent looking things draped around your body? What are we, what?
I know. I know. I agree. Culturally, I think it's weird.
Yeah,
It's sort of
especially
like
when they've got the heads. When it's like
exactly.
a coat, I'm like, okay, you can like kind of put your mind away from it and be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's soft, etc. But I'm like, these were full on three bodies just like attached to each other.
100%. I mean, I know that you're a vegetarian, so you don't identify with any of this, but when I'm eating things that are meats, I'm like, I don't want reminders. I don't want like a face
Yeah.
reminder. I don't want like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't
Like when
need
people
that.
do the like pig or lamb roasts where you see like the
Yeah,
body going.
the little
Yeah.
legs, or if there's a thing with a head or like any of that, I'm like, I don't
Mhm.
want that. It's a bummer.
No.
Uh,
Yeah.
let me pretend I'm just eating this weird texture thing.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows where it came
Could be
from?
anything. But yeah, I feel that way about like, I mean, I don't buy fur. I don't get the point of fur, but I don't know why you'd want to also be like, look, here it is.
Look, this is its head. And
Yeah.
then its head is attached to the butt of another one. We got a full on human
Human centipede.
centipede going on around her fucking neck.
Yucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was whatever. Mr. Denmark, he's left for Europe. He's I don't know. Somebody's like, Mr. Whiskers really blew his top this time. I don't know that we ever hear about Mr. Whiskers again, but I was like, is this gonna be a cat?
Wouldn't that be fun?
Just
Mr.
Mr.
Whiskers.
Whiskers comes out and he's like, I know you,
Hey,
you owe me money.
I'm a cat. It's
I'm a cat.
1953.
Little top hat on. He's like, hey, your rent is due.
I have a bank account because I'm a man cat.
I'm Mr. Whiskers. He's a jellicle cat. Okay, he's not going to be coming back. He can't come back into the country. And so she's like, I'd like to take over this apartment. And the
Mhm.
door guy's just sort of like, well, yes, of course,
Yeah, fine.
you can just have the apartment fully furnished, whatever.
I didn't get if there was an agreement about rent. None of it made a whole
Yeah.
lot of sense here.
But, it was the 50s. He was just like, sure, have it. And she's like,
Yeah.
great. She calls Paula, who can't see anything. That's her defining personality trait, but she doesn't
100%.
want to wear glasses
No,
around men. So
no.
she's constantly just running into shit.
Yeah, it's so fun.
And then she's like, oh, we're really in? I'll call Loco.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, that isn't her name. It's just what the other models call her.
So I guess
And
they're like
then,
also all models. That's how they kind of pseudo know each other
yes.
from modeling. Uh,
Yeah, and Shotzi's like, I've never met her, and she's crazy. Like,
yeah.
is she classy? Can we trust her?
And she's like, listen, watch, invite her to dinner. And she's like, what should I bring? And she's like, I'll give you a quarter. And she's like, you can't believe what she can do with a quarter. And it's like, what does that mean? And then she comes in with all of these groceries.
Yes, and Tom is there for the
Yeah.
first time, who
Yeah.
Shotzi eventually ends up with.
Yeah.
And he's like purchased all of this stuff for her. She just gets men to buy her things,
Yeah. She heard it.
basically.
He was like, oh, I heard that she only had a quarter in the grocery store. And so, yeah.
Do you think that like Loco could just like accidentally cheat on Eben and then he divorces her? I
Yeah.
feel like she just sort of like would and
He
be like,
could.
oh, I
Oopsies.
didn't even, oops. He was buying me groceries. I'm Loco.
Loco. Oops. Yeah, easily. She could also like oopsie get married to someone else and not realize it
Yeah,
easily.
she could oopsie just end up in a fully different country and be like, what?
Easily. Easily.
Nothing happening in her brain.
No. And Miss Page, I call her Miss Page. I didn't realize her name was Shotzi until a little bit through, but she's like, get that grocery guy out of here. Like any gentleman callers have to have a necktie.
Yes, that's the standard. They don't have a
Standard here.
necktie, they're not good enough for them.
Yeah.
They're on the roof. This is when we first find out she's never met a gas pump jockey who wasn't cute. I
Uh-huh.
also love they're on this rooftop and they're eating a fucking platter of hot dogs and drinking champagne. And the platter of hot dogs, did you see weapons?
Yeah.
You know the hot dog tray that the couple, the principal and his husband, before Gladys comes
Kind of.
over,
Yeah.
he like brings in this tray of just like like 11 hot dogs on it and drops it off, and it's like the weirdest visual gag that's just like never fucking explained, but it's like, why are there so many hot dogs on this tray? And they had that going on too. I'm like, these three women are just eating this massive platter of hot dogs
So,
and drinking
I'm
champagne.
drinking
Kind of a
champagne.
fun
Yeah,
vibe.
I do like it. That high-low business. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
girl dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, there's, I don't know, Shotzi's talking about some guy who, like,
Divorce.
yeah, didn't tell her he was married. He stole her TV and he hit her with a chicken. And Paul was like, a live chicken? And she's like, no, baked.
So crazy. And Logan
Oh.
goes, or one of them goes like, "It's so crazy you want to get married again." She's like, "That's the whole point. Of course, I want to get married. That's you gotta do
Mhm.
that, you know?"
Yeah, it's the biggest thing you can do in life. And honestly,
Yeah.
for a woman in the 50s, kind of true. And
Yeah.
then she's like, most people use more brains picking a horse at Belmont than they do picking a husband. You
Yep.
need to use your head, not your heart. And I think, again, like, there is a sadness to marrying for money instead of love, but
Yeah.
I also don't hate it.
Yeah,
especially if it's the 50s.
it just
If marriage is a business deal ultimately at the end of the day,
it is, and
so money should kind of be a consideration.
I think for women it's super reasonable that this is huge at this time. I don't know how many can have the jobs, so they can't have their own bank accounts. They can't have
Yeah,
their
you
own
can't
credit
have a bank
card.
account.
I don't even
Yeah.
have property at this point in time. I imagine no. How do you do that without a bank account, without a credit card? So like you are literally tied to someone else's job. So of course, why wouldn't you be trying to like your job is almost to get married to someone with a like good job, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
be smart about it. Shotzi is smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this is when she's like, if you had your choice of anyone in the world, would you rather marry a rich guy or a poor one?
Hmm.
I think I'd rather marry a rich one. Oh,
Ah.
interesting.
And
She's saying, we're not getting anyone under 6 figures a year. And then this is also Loco's like, I've never heard anything more intelligent in my life. Girl's so dumb. Shotzi has this whole thing. If you want to catch a mouse, you set up a mouse trap. So
Mhm.
they're setting up a bear trap to catch a
That's a
bear.
bear. And they just
I'm
need
like,
one.
okay, we're
Yeah.
catching
We're
bears.
trying to get bears. And then
I'm
there's
like, then you don't have to have sex with them.
that's true. And there's a
Get
buzzer at
into
the end.
a wealthy lavender marriage in the
It's the
50s.
dream.
What a dream.
Truly. Wow.
That would be a great time.
Honestly, that's perfect. So much fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so would okay, yeah, so the person comes in or there's a buzzer at the door because
Yes.
Shotzi's already started selling off stuff from the place so that they can have
Yes.
money.
Yeah.
And then I think Loca says, she's the most intelligent person I guess I ever met.
Yeah, she's so smart.
And so they're
Um,
selling so much stuff from the place that it's basically like empty when you walk in.
yes.
Yeah.
And Tom keeps calling Shotzi. He recognizes her as being Miss Steinbach beer last year. At one
Uh-huh.
point, he's like, "Is that you jumping around?" And she's like, I was supposed to be dancing." Just relatable.
So relatable. So relatable. I went line dancing last night with my friend Molly, and she kept laughing at me because I think I was doing too much jumping for our twirls. I think it got too
Uh-huh.
Irish jiggy the way I was twirling with jumps. But I don't know how to move without the jumps, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You're a girl who hops around.
I gotta hop a little bit. And so he tries to call her a bunch of different nights. She's like, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. She's like, you're wasting your time. Like, don't call it
Hmm.
again, will you?
Yeah. And then it's been 3 months,
Yeah.
and Pola's like, "Ugh, we can't even get ourselves engaged, much less married
Uh-huh.
in
And then
3 months."
Paula's like, I could have been engaged to that fellow who borrowed $5 from me.
Yeah.
And I
She's
think
like, that's not what we're doing.
Fotsy says, I don't think it's us. I think it's the men.
Yes.
And
Yeah, it's the men these days. They're getting nervous, especially the loaded ones.
mhm.
And it's not easy to find out if they're loaded or married right away because they want to hide that because they're all worried about women marrying them for their money. But again, what are
Yeah,
you bringing to the
he brings
table?
the table there. Like, you're essentially like paying for a housewife, a subservient
Yeah.
sex person who's gonna be having your babies and doing everything.
Yeah, this is what you're paying for.
Yep.
That is the cost.
It's the like revolting deal.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It just, women should get something out of the deal.
Yeah, 100%. And so then I think Loca walks in with a guy who's carrying a bunch of these boxes.
Hmm.
Um,
She met him in the mink department.
yes. And he works in stock like cattle, and he is basically some kind of millionaire of some sort, and he invites them all to a reception
Hmm.
with a lot of oil men and bankers. And
Yes.
Marilyn says,
He
sounds
says,
creamy to me. And they all say that stuff sounds creamy to them the whole movie. And
so creamy.
I don't know if I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like that this man says, there will be dancing and a few drinks and perhaps a few laughs. And Loco says, I like laughs.
I want that on a shirt. I
I
like
like
laughs.
laughs.
Me too. And
They show up. Loco's with this guy who's married. He orders a quart of champagne, the best you've got.
The best you've got.
Uh, Paula ends up with a man with an eye patch. She doesn't
Yeah.
have her glasses, so she's
Nope.
running into shit.
Yep.
And this is when Shotzi meets JD, who she kind of is with generally throughout the movie.
Yeah.
She
Um,
finds out he has a daughter and he's widowed.
yes. Marilyn looks incredible in that dress.
Oh yeah.
The dress, the body, the everything. I could have watched her forever.
Yes.
My God.
She looks great in clothes.
She
She
looks
wears
really
the
good.
shit out of clothes.
She really does. Big wow.
Yeah.
Big wow
I
wow.
mean, when they do the weird little modeling thing and that like swimsuit piece she was wearing, I was like, all right, get it, girl.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. So yeah, the three couples are like talking. Um,
We're just finding out that Pola's dude is not married. Loco's guy is.
he's married.
He's
He
the
says
most
he's the
married
most
man in the
married.
USA.
He says there are
There
always
are
women at my
7
house.
females, he says specifically. And I was like,
There we go.
okay,
There
manosphere,
we
early
go.
days, 7 females.
Females. And
Nothing makes me more infuriated when a man says men and females. I want them to die.
it's yucky. Would you feel better if they said males and females?
If they said males and females, I'd be like, okay, we're using extremely like biological terms for both of us. But when
Yeah.
they're like men and
And
females,
females?
I'm like, what are we, like a weird science project? Like,
Yeah.
it's dehumanizing.
100%. It's like this is like an animal. This is a creature.
Yeah.
This is
It's
not a
like,
person like me.
I also don't like men and girls. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
unless
for
we're
obvious
doing
reasons.
guys and girls, like, we're women. Figure it out.
Yep. Yep. It seems pretty easy. It's just two letters on the one you're using.
Yeah, and they get really mad when you call them out for that, but
They get
whatever.
so upset about it.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, the boys, they get so upset.
The boys, the males, the poor males and their
Poor
poor
males.
feelings. Oh, they're so sensitive, the males.
Yeah, they are very sensitive. Little
They
guys.
really shouldn't be
In
running
charge of
anything. They're too
anything.
emotional.
I agree. They are too emotional and nobody's talking about it.
No.
Um, so at this point,
Okay, his females. I'm just going to talk about the females in
yes.
his house.
Yeah.
He has his wife,
Yeah.
her sister, who is divorced, and I don't blame the guy for a second.
Nope.
His mother, who's about to be 110, an
Uh-huh.
aunt, and 3 more whose names he didn't even catch. This man despises women.
Loathes. He
Hmm.
loathes women. And I wasn't sure at this point, because I don't know, I didn't know anything about how this movie would go. But at first, I'm like, are they all tricking them? Are they also in the same position? Are they also like not rich guys hoping for a magically rich woman? But I guess you don't get magically rich women unless they're like heiresses, right?
No,
Or
yeah,
something.
that wouldn't really be a thing.
No, that's true. That's true. My mistake.
No, but we should have a an updated version where it's
Yes.
flipped, where
Where
there's
it's
a bunch of hot males
yes.
looking for a
Hot
rich
males looking for
woman.
some women. Some boys looking for some women.
Yeah.
Yeah, and old guy. What's the old guy that Loco's with?
Loco, I don't even know. I just called him Loco's dude for most
Okay,
of it.
great. Loco's dude. Loco's dude was like, "Oh, you want to come to my lodge?" And she goes, "I love lodges." And he's like, "You'd like to see
Yes.
my lodge?" She's like, "I simply adore them."
I simply adore a lodge. And she's like, and they
Mhm.
just like the craziest looks with her eyes.
It's nuts. She's nuts.
Um, so Shotzi's pretty happy with her dude, and at some point they question and they're like, "Don't you think he's a little old?" And she's like, "Oh, grow up. Men with that much dough are never a little old." And
Yes,
honestly, you want them a little old. If you're
because then
gonna
you get to
marry for
marry
money,
them
you want them
later.
a little
You want
old.
them a little old. It's so true. Can't move that fast, none of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they find out that Loco's going to the lodge and they're like, "Are you out of your mind?" And she's like, "I don't think so. I like lodges."
Yeah, she's like, but I'm going to a lodge. She's like, what's so crazy about that?
And Marilyn does not know her guy has an eye patch at all. She's
No, she
doing like
says, is my guy attractive? He looks very nice for a one-eyed man.
she's doing her own version of Love is Blind, you know?
Yeah, she really thought that somebody had, she said, I thought someone may have belted him.
Uh-huh.
I went through a period, so I got glasses when I was 11 and didn't
Yeah.
like to wear them. And then I got contacts eventually when I was like 15 or 16, probably when I had to start driving.
Yeah.
But I like refused to wear my glasses. And I remember when I finally got contacts, I realized like I didn't know what like most of my classmates looked like.
Yes, that's so crazy to me.
It was like a wild experience of like being like, oh, I can see people's faces in like the hallway. Like I know what everyone looks like now.
What did you do during class? Like reading the board, reading whatever's in front of you, writing
I
stuff,
would sit towards the front
homework.
usually
Uh-huh.
and probably just squint a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
And then I feel like teachers would be like, I think she needs glasses. And parents are like, she has them, like wear them.
Don't know where they are.
And it's
Oops.
like, no, because you know what they say about a woman with glasses.
I was waiting for some like crazy thing about what it was
I
they
thought so
said.
too. And then it was just like, men don't like it. I was like, okay.
You know what they say? Yucky.
Men aren't fans. But
Yeah.
then I'm like, but sexy librarian trope, did we not have the sexy librarian trope yet? I feel like glasses are hot.
Glasses are hot. Glasses have always been hot,
Hmm.
but maybe that's how I've always felt, and I don't know if everyone feels that way.
Yeah, maybe not everyone does.
Yeah.
Her glasses look great.
So good. So good. And she walks into a wall as soon as she takes off her glasses. And then we see their
Hmm.
dreams that night. And
Yes, they're having dreams. And oh my God. Okay, yeah. So Pola's is she's dreaming of cattle and oil and picking out
well, that's
diamonds.
Shotzi's. Yeah.
Oh, that's Shotzi's,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
Paula's dreaming about the golden plane with her eye patch guy, and he's got a
Yeah.
diamond eye patch.
And they go to
They go
Arabia,
to
and as soon as they get there, these people just give her jewels out of a chest.
hmm and then Loco, and then we get Loco's dream. And what's our girl dreaming about? Hot dogs and beer.
Hot sandwich.
She's a good old hot dog and beer. She's
I
licking
love
her
it.
licking her lips in her sleep.
I
Loco's
love it.
great. What a good time. But she's definitely gonna accidentally cheat on her man. She's just gonna like slip and
100%.
fall on a dick and she's not gonna know how it
How did
happened.
this? Tom, puts together that she's a model, and so he calls someone to say he wants to see some outfits for his aunt. And so,
Yes. And so they put on a fashion show for him, which I was very like I was like, this is a thing? You can just
okay.
demand a fashion show?
So, did you ever watch whatever that new show is with Kristen Wiig on Apple TV? I can't remember the name, but it's like set in this time period. And I think it's like a thing. I think if you
Yeah.
they'd have these like women come out in these like outfits. I guess there's such maybe like a limited number of outfits on like a normal store.
Hmm.
They're not like producing stuff maybe at mass, or I don't know if they actually
And I
tailored it
guess maybe you want to like see it on
want
someone
to
as
see it like moving
well.
on someone, and so it's always on a
Hmm.
model. And that was kind of a similar thing, and I'm like, this is such a crazy.
Yeah.
Also, like, if no one buys anything, these models are just like getting paid to just like
Hmm.
walk in there and like be dolls, essentially. It's
That is what
bizarre.
models kind of are, but to
They
do it
are.
privately is crazy.
Well, it just seems like bad for the store. Like, I assume the store is the one
Yeah.
who pays them.
Well, but the store is getting also paid by the man. Like he's probably paying for this experience,
I
do you
don't
think?
know that he is.
Oh, if he doesn't buy anything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If he didn't
Maybe
buy
they
it.
I wonder if the amount, like how much it costs, it ends up working out. Like if people, but also I feel like we used to do so many things that like now would be seen as so cost ineffective.
Yeah, and like clothes were way more expensive back then and way harder
Yeah.
to use, and it was just wild. It was wild to see.
Yeah. So they're
Um,
doing, their little
Fashion show, fashion show,
fashion
fashion show.
show for
Yeah.
him. And then
Um,
he's just like, I don't want any of this. And Shotzi's all pissed off. She's like, he's not going to buy anything. He's a screw pot.
yeah. And he's like, the guy who owns the store or whatever is like, do I tell you how to put on a girdle? And she's like, well, no. And he's like, well, don't tell me how to do my job. Like, I'm going to keep this guy
Hmm.
here. It's crazy. And so then Loco and her guy are on a train, but they aren't talking to each other because he doesn't want anyone to be
He keeps,
suspicious.
yeah, trying to be like, I've got to be sneaky about this. And
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Even though they're like not really hooking up. I don't know. Their whole like arrangement is weird. I'm like, he's just mean to her though. He just sucks.
He really sucks. And so they get to the lodge and she just like, but it's so small.
Well, they first this is where we first meet Eben.
Mhm.
He's there to drive them to the lodge, and
Yeah.
his dad is the usual driver, but he went to a Republican rally last night and didn't get up in the morning.
Oh, probably
And I
because
just
of butt sex, right?
yeah, maybe. I don't know what the implication is here because it happens a second time. He's like, "Ah, yes, he went to another Republican rally, so he hasn't
Do you think there's a joke we don't
woken up."
understand?
I think that maybe there must be, like, maybe it's a rally. Like, I think the implication is that he's hungover, but I don't really know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this pro-Republican or pro-Dem? Like, I don't know what the joke is.
Eisenhower was an enormously popular president, and the film was released exactly 1 year after he won in 52. So it's normal that men in a small town in New England might have a rally to celebrate, I guess.
And he's just like, yeah, I didn't really get the joke, but I thought it was, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing that the internet's telling me.
People getting crazy at Republican rallies.
Yeah.
And, as they do today as well. You go to a Republican rally and next thing you know, you're trying to hang the vice president. It's
Yeah.
crazy out there.
It is crazy out there.
Loco's at the lodge. She's
Oh,
not
the
impressed.
lodge.
She's like, this is a fucking house.
Yeah, she was furious. She thought it would be like the Elk Lodge convention she had been to before.
She thought there was going to be other millionaires there that she could
Yes.
like pick instead of him. And he is like, oh my God. Eben put the stuff back in the car and he's like, well, there's no more trains, so I'm not going to do that. And Loco goes, oh, I may slit my throat.
She's so great. She's great. She's so crazy because I think like some scenes before this too, she's like, I'm going to a great party. And I'm like, why does she think she's going to a party? Like she's really
Yeah, yeah.
out of it. And then in this scene, there's like music playing on the radio, and she's like, "Oh, it's Harry James." And he's like, "How do you know?" And she's like, "Because it's Harry James." And then the guy
Because
on
it's
the radio,
Harry.
the DJ says, "You were listening to Ziggy Colombo," and she goes, "Turn it off."
Yes. He like goes to get her a drink and he's like, maybe in the meantime you'd like a little music. She's like, maybe I'd like a little poison too.
Yeah, yeah, and he's like, "Oh," she starts feeling like he hands her the rum. And she starts smells it. She goes, "Oh no! Whenever rum smells like a carnation, I've got a fever."
Yeah, I have a fever. Call the doctor. And he kind of like moves towards her and she's like, don't you hit me. The whole scene with her is crazy.
It's so good.
I love her. I love like being melodramatic.
Yes.
So I'm just like, oh, good for you, girl. Oh, I might slit my throat. Oh, just poison me.
I'm gonna die here in this jungle.
Yes. He takes her temperature with a weather thermometer from outside. She has 102-degree temperature.
He's a proper feeder.
And I'm like, that's high.
It is high.
And then Eben says that he can call his mom to get some
Yeah.
information. And then he's like, you have nothing to worry about. It's measles. And I was like, is that not concerning?
For sure. He's like, you gotta like get in bed and lie down. And
Yeah, but
like keep it a dark room. You'll be as good as new in a week or two.
yeah.
Ultimately,
Then
she
Mr.
is.
Denmark comes back. Yeah, she gets better.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Denmark has come back. Our guy who Pola eventually ends up with. And he's kind of going back into the apartment. He wants to get a check that's in his
Not the
safe.
safe. Yeah.
and he realizes everything's been sold. And then
Yes.
Schatze has come home and she's there with JD, and she's like, would
Yeah.
you like anything to drink? And he asks for milk.
What?
But I guess he's rich, he's rich, so you can accept serial killer tendencies. I don't know.
No, no, that's ruh-roh. It's so ruh-roh to
Yeah,
me.
it's the biggest red flag that this guy has.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank God she doesn't end up with him.
I know. Who knows what would happen? You know why his wife died.
Yes. Denmark's hiding on the balcony. Another thing, she opens up the fridge to see if they have anything in there, and there's just trays of hot dogs in there. So many hot dogs. Fucking Loco and her hot dogs.
I love
This
it.
girl.
I love it. And at some point, who's the rich guy? The old rich guy?
JD,
JD.
he's like, oh, she reveals that they sold the furniture, and
Well,
he's
he
like,
asked her, like, hey, can you be honest with me? Like, is it actually out being cleaned or is there another explanation? And I'm surprised she does admit that she sold it, you know? And he's like, do you think I'll sell it back? And he's
yeah,
like, I have to go. And essentially he tells her that he, like, would marry her, but the age doesn't make sense, you know?
yeah, he's 30 years older than her. He
Yeah.
says it would only work for 4 or 5 years. He's just like us. He knows.
He knows. He says, nothing could be more wonderful for me than marrying you, and nothing worse for you. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, I really liked him.
He also was very reasonable.
Yeah.
Like when she eventually calls it off, he's like, "Yeah, I'm hurt, but
Reasonable the whole time.
you
He also
know."
eventually we find out he's paid for everything to come back, all the furniture to come back.
Hmm.
Very nice. Monroe comes back and she's like, Pola comes back and she's like, oh, I'm gonna be married.
She's gonna marry Stuart. He does oil, our eye patch boy.
Yeah, and
Um,
but he has to go to Atlantic City to see his mother on a Saturday. And Shotzi's like, nobody's mother lives in Atlantic City on a Saturday. But she's gonna go on this plane, I guess.
yeah, and Tom is calling Shotzi again, and she just keeps saying no.
Yeah.
And then Loco is doing insane skiing with Eben. She's cured. She's gotten better now. And like because it's obviously like a screen of like mountainside flying
Downside
by,
behind
and
you.
they're just like it's like insane skiing.
And she goes, who thought of skiing on snow? I thought you'd ski the natural way, like on water.
And he's like, "You're so crazy," and then he kisses her.
Yeah, and I'm like, is she not contagious anymore? I don't know what's
I
going on.
don't
The
know.
old
We're
guy
not
must
worried
be
about
good.
measles. Yeah, he's got measles now. She's giving him a manicure for some reason.
Oh, funny.
Uh,
And they have a crazy conversation. She's like, I don't get you sometimes. Like, is your wife a spook? And he's like, she's a great credit to her sex. And she's like,
yeah,
what set you off that night? And he goes, you're a very beautiful woman. And she's like, I know. Like, but like,
yeah,
it's such a, I think he's angry about his daughter being with a gigolo. And she's like, who's a gigolo? Maybe I
yes,
know him.
yeah. She's like, "Oh yes, I know all the gigolos." So
Uh-huh.
he's disinherited his daughter because she
Yeah.
ran off with a gigolo, and
Yeah.
she finds that terrible. Um,
I
and
really want to
then
take a second to discuss
mhm.
the snowmobile.
Yes.
I've never seen anything like that.
It was wild.
It's like a
She's with
car
Evan in
literally
the
on speed.
snowmobile, and yeah,
It was,
it looks great.
it looks amazing. And I
Yeah,
don't know why we don't get to see things.
why'd we get rid of those?
It's really good.
Yeah,
I want that.
I want that.
I want that. It was
Yeah, it was
insane.
really cool looking. It was
Oh,
like this very sleek, like kind of yellow. I don't
it
know.
was
It looked
hot.
like
Yeah.
yellow submarine-esque,
Yeah,
but
some
like with
trees. It was
tires.
so cool.
Yeah.
Um,
They're on that. He's showing her, he's like, all this land is mine.
yeah.
He's like, all these trees are mine. And
Those
she's like,
trees.
oh, isn't that what you call
Mhm.
timber?
And he goes, best in the world.
Yep.
And then Denmark comes back to the house to try to find the stuff from the safe, and now the house is furnished
Mm-hmm.
again. And he goes to the safe to get an envelope of money.
Mm-hmm.
And he crosses Marilyn. I think it's the second time he and Marilyn have crossed each other.
Yeah, and every time she's just like, "Oh, sorry, Shatsy's not home.
Yeah,
She can't
she's
see him. She doesn't know
bad.
anything."
It's so funny. And at some point, we cut to our eye patch guy, and we find out that he can see perfectly because he like lifts up the eye patch to like read something, and we're like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, this is a bad guy. I think that's what's
yeah.
enough that he's a bad guy.
Has to go to Washington, but he's like, get on the plane to Atlantic City.
Yeah,
She gets on the plane, and then Denmark is sitting right next to her. What's
yeah,
his name?
and
Freddie. Freddie is his name. Okay.
Freddie, and he at some point goes like, "Did you not bring your glasses? Don't you wear glasses?" And
Oh
she's
yeah, because she's reading a book upside
upside
down.
down.
And the name of the book is Murder by Strangulation.
I think that's where she was going to get sent to if she went to Atlantic City. I truly think she was going to
Yeah.
be murdered.
I
Um,
think that it's really funny. Like, she would be a true crime podcast girly.
oh yeah, it's true. She would. She would if she could read it. She would.
Hmm.
He says she's reading that book upside down, and she goes, "I'm doing no such thing." And he's like, "Not you. The book's upside down."
Yeah.
Come on.
Dumb girl. And he's like, you need glasses. What do you have? Astigmatism? And she's like, no, just blind as a bat.
He's like, I bet you're banging around into fire plugs. What's fire
Yeah.
plugs? What's fire
Uh,
plugs?
I don't know. Oh, fire hydrants, maybe?
I thought he
No.
said hydrants though, too. It's like a whole different language time. Oh, it is an informal
Hmm.
term for a fire hydrant.
Okay.
And she's like doesn't wear them. She's like, it's different with girls though, don't you think? And she's like, you know what they say about girls who wear glasses? And he's like, what? She's like, men aren't attentive to girls who wear glasses.
Yeah.
And he's like,
And he's just like, put them on and I'll tell
yeah,
you for
yeah,
yourself.
you're
He's like, don't
private.
worry. I already think
And
you're
you're
a
cool. Quite
strudel.
the strudel. Uh-huh. He's like,
And I was like,
really?
I kind of like strudel. I was
I
like, I want
don't
to be
mind
called a.
strudel. I don't mind strudel. I'm comfortable with
Yeah.
strudel. Strudel's cute. The way he's doing it's cute too.
He's
Um,
cute. I like
I
him.
really
He's
like
probably
him.
my favorite of the
I
men.
think so too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's like charming. He's nice.
Yeah. He's like, you're crazy. You look better with your glasses on. Like,
Yeah.
it's like they're great.
I think this is like the one example of him actually like making her a better person because now
Hmm.
she can
Yeah.
see. And he's like, you look better with them on. It gives your face a certain like mystery or distinction.
Yeah. And he's like, and then they're talking. He's talking about how he's in trouble with the government and he's got to go find a guy in Kansas City. And she's like, so then why are you going to Atlantic City? That's not the plane you're on, girly.
No, you're on the wrong plane because you don't see anything. It's the reason you're
Yeah.
not on a plane, period.
Hmm.
And at some point, I think she's so into him, she like leans on him. She goes, "Tell me some more. Tell me anything." And
Yeah.
this is, I think, what I struggled with the movie, but now, like, I think I see it more clearly looking back. Schatze is so clear on her business, clear on her plan, and so at first I thought they're all also like, yeah, this is the thing, and so
Yeah.
I assume 'cause in the first dinner it feels like they're all talking to these guys because their plan is to trick them, so they're not actually like falling for them. But then the way how stupid they get when they talk to them and fall for them is like such a bummer.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe that's just the way it was expressed by women culturally or supposed to be back then. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that Pola and Loco are not very smart
Yeah, they're
girls.
dumb. They're really, really dumb.
And I feel like even Shotzi was the one who was like running. Like,
She's
I don't
running the
think
whole
that they
show.
had thoughts about the plan at all. They were just sort of
No.
like, oh, wow, you're so smart. Marry a rich man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go to a lodge now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
We're back in the snowmobile with
yeah,
Loco and Eben, and he's like brought her to the shack, and she's like, "This is a literal shack," and he's like, "Yeah."
this
And
is
this is
where,
when we find out she's like, "If you're rich, why don't you build a bigger one?" And he's like, "I'm not
no,
rich.
I
I
told you about
watch
Ranger.
trees."
Yeah. And she's like, is that what you meant by a ranger? I thought you meant that you like came from Texas.
Yes. Like, no, I'm a real ranger.
Yeah, real ranger, they exist. And so then she and Measles guy are gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna
We're gonna go
drive
back.
back from Maine because he doesn't want anyone on a plane to find him. He's had his friends from all over send telegrams to his wife, so it seems like he's on a business trip. He's
Yeah.
so proud of himself and bragging about how smart he is the whole time for outsmarting everyone.
Yep.
And then they cross a bridge, and these cops kind of come and tell them to follow him. And then all of this media comes to take pictures of them because and they announce, like, this is the couple that drove the 50 millionth cross across the bridge. And there's pictures and everywhere. And
It's gonna be in the newspaper. It's
I love it.
reporters all over the place. So he's been caught.
I love that.
Shotzi's getting calls from Tom,
Yeah.
and he finally takes her to a diner.
Yeah.
And he at some point says that he knows her better than she knows herself. And I'm like, you've never spoken to
You
this
haven't spoken to
woman.
her.
You
Yeah.
thought she was hot and you've bothered her
Yes, you bothered
for a
her.
very long time.
Yeah. He goes, you're burger and onions, girl. Don't know what that means.
Yeah.
At some point, she describes her girls as illiterate. Probably true.
Yes. She like hasn't heard from them and she's like, so screwed if they don't come back. Haven't they written you? How could they? They're
Okay.
illiterate. And then at some point she says, as soon as I finish this
This
horse
horse
burger,
burger.
I never want to see you again. And I was like, is this a joke or are we eating horses?
Burgers made out of horses. Yeah. Well, during the 1950s, black market meat syndicates in cities like Chicago supplied local restaurants and stands with ground beef heavily cut with horse meat, sometimes 40% of the patty. A lot of Americans unknowingly ate it.
Gross.
Yeah,
So it's a joke about that.
I guess so. That's kind of wild. Ew. So, this is a bummer. Decades later, the issue surfaced internationally in the 2013 horse meat scandal, or Horsegate, where
Oh
companies like
God.
Burger King and Tesco in Europe found up to 29% horse DNA in their all beef patties.
I'm just like, I don't think that you can trust anything, especially in like a hot dog or a hamburger, anything that's ground up. I'm like, I think you're taking a
Big
big
time.
gamble on what's in there.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
That's why you gotta see the head. That's how you know
Gotta
what
see
kind
the
of
head.
animal
That's
it is.
true. That's true. Maybe it's a safety thing.
Maybe.
Okay.
We're getting this montage of her. She keeps going on dates with him, and after each one, she's like, I never want to
I'll
see
see
you
you again.
again.
Yeah, they go to Statue of Liberty. She's like, listen, if you're solvent, it'd be fine, because he's not telling her that he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
And he keeps calling her. She keeps like kissing him again, all of that. And eventually her old guy comes back and he's like, hey, I've changed my mind. And she goes, are you on the
Hmm.
level? And we hear this a couple times. And I didn't think on the level was a phrase from back in this time, but
It
this
must
was
be.
a big time for on the level. I feel like on
Big
the
time.
level, I imagine that would come out like in the 80s or 70s. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like,
Hmm.
it seems too early to me for that. But I'm
Apparently, we
learning
knew about levels.
maybe about levels and whether or not you're on the level.
Yeah.
And so she says yes, and then it feels like it's almost the next day or like a week later, where it's her wedding
Yeah.
day at the apartment. The girls aren't even there.
Yeah.
Someone's name is Ding Dong. I don't.
Yes. There's a model named Ding Dong.
So yeah, they're all just a mass
Hmm.
models. It's so mean.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, she's getting, and then Loco
Loco's
shows up and she's like,
married
I
to
got married to Edom. He's not rich.
yes,
Paula's back now. She's like,
I got married to.
well, he's not rich, but like he could be
I don't
someday when
know.
he's not on the lam.
He's on the lam. He has like a wacky neck brace. They keep calling stuff queer.
Yeah, because in Kansas City, he confronted the
Oh,
guy who
the
took the
guy.
money and he like punched him or hurt
Yeah,
him, broke his neck or something.
yeah.
And then she's like, he owns this apartment. He also wears glasses. He's blinder than me.
And then it's the wedding time, and
Hmm.
Shotzi walks
Shotzi walks
out.
out.
And right when she gets to the thing, she goes, my ankle, can you take me? And he takes her back to the room, and she's like,
She's like, you're too nice to get married to someone who doesn't love you.
yeah,
She asks, have you hurt me? Have I hurt you very bad? And he says, you have, but I'll recover. The
yeah.
best part of age is that disappointments have become common parts of life.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is kind of true. I do feel like you get less disappointed as you get older. You're sort of like, yeah, that's par for the course.
You're like, yeah, another one.
Yeah,
That
that
makes
would
sense.
happen, wouldn't
Uh-huh.
it?
As I age, the odds are never in my favor.
No, no.
And he's like, I bet you like a gas pump jockey. And so JD
Hmm.
goes to talk to him, and he's like, I don't know. He knows that that guy's a millionaire, and she thinks he's a gas pump.
Yeah.
And then I think we cut to the
They
dog.
get married. Yeah, they get married and we go to the burger place. Everyone's eating dog burgers, which I
I
was also
know.
like, I was
I
like, okay, we're making another joke about
1950.
random meats being, yeah.
Wait. Wait. So the
Uh,
burger dog was
mm,
invented in the 1950s, but it's a regular patty to fit a hot dog bun to save grill space and cut costs.
okay.
So it could be that.
Let's hope it's that.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of implication otherwise. Um,
Yeah.
but they are at some kind of like shitty diner, greasy spoon, whatever.
Yeah, and they're making, jokes about how nobody has money, and then
Yeah.
she's like, "All right, Tom, and how rich are you?" And he says 200 million. He starts listing off everything. He owns the Brooklyn building, and they're kind of like, "Ha ha ha, are you joking?" And then he pulls out a wad of cash and pays with $1,000 bill.
For a meal, I didn't see the price. This is in the 50s, though. It could have been more than what,
No,
$20?
$5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, keep the change. All three women faint. And he goes, gentlemen, to our wives. And they cheers.
And
And
then
then
we
that symphony's back.
cut to our orchestra, a symphony that we love and wanted the whole
Yes.
time. Like, when are they coming back?
When do we get another symphony? This one not as long, though.
No, and that's good.
Sad.
Sad. Yeah, that's what I said.
I think that they're all going to be together forever, and the only one who has any potential of not working out is Loco
Loco.
and Eben.
Eben.
And that's if he decides to leave her for some reason, which, like, I don't know if he will.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm sure if there are times where she doesn't want to spend with him and there, she'll be other places, probably doing sex oopsies, like, you know.
Hmm.
The other two, I believe in them.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
In the sense that they don't really have a choice or other options,
Hmm.
but we'll probably be together until one of
Well,
them dies.
and Shotzi got what she wants.
It's true. Truly, she got exactly what she wants, and
Yeah.
that's so
She
nice.
gets a guy who looks like a gas jockey, but is a millionaire.
Yes,
The dream.
truly. I'm so happy for her. She deserved it, you know?
She did. She did.
She
She did
worked
all the
hard.
work. Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah. So forever's all around. We love love.
Forever so we love love.
Love.
This has been When Harry
And
Met
Drake and
Sally.
Shirley.
We have a Patreon that you should check out,
Yeah.
and we have a podcast every
Every
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
Yay! See you
Bye.
next week. Goodbye.
Bye.